Daisy Ridley. You see, the first thing you have to stay here with Daisy Ridley is just accept what you are. And accepting what you are doesn't make you any lesser, doesn't make you any worse, doesn't make you any this or that. But it just sort of just makes things easier. It makes things easier when you simply accept what you are. Um, because Daisy, you have to accept that you are privileged. It's very simple as that. You just have to accept that you are privileged. And because I want to go into something specific to Star Wars, but I think when to compare yourself to John Boyega, you are a white woman from a family who have worked for the BBC and one of the most famous TV shows in English history in that army. And you want to say that your experience is the same as a Nigerian immigrant that looks like John Boyega when you know the history of racism and so forth and classism in England. That's crazy. But I know where Des really was coming from because she was coming from she doesn't want to be in that position of like, oh, I had it easier. Oh, because I had it easier, people will not perceive me the wrong way. So let me just say that my hardship and my struggle is the same as John Boyega's. So I just think that there could have been a way to sort of recognize that, yeah, I recognize that John Boyega had it harder than me. So I just really commend him on how he was able to make it through based on just how he had it harder than me. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. You don't have to talk about I'm so privileged, blah blah. You don't have to say that. Just say, I recognize that. Yeah, no, for John, he must have had it a lot harder than me. And I just feel fortunate that I'm able to use my opportunity. Because again, even if you're given opportunities, you have to know how to use it. So just put it out there. They really just accept who you are. But I think this goes more to the points of her casting and how I cannot understand how you go from a Mark Hamill to a Daisy Ridley. You see, because the issue I had with, and I remember I was on an interview with Mark Hamill, and I remember no, sorry, I was just on a radio show where Mark Hamill was on a radio show, and I remember I said to Mark Hamill that, yeah, like, why that when I look at the old Star Wars film, there was so much fun and buoyancy there. And Mark Hamill even made the point that there was like, hey man, give me that, hey, that's my blaster and everything. Then when you saw the prequels that obviously starred Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor, it was English and it just felt much more cold and much more serious. And now when I go to Daisy Ridley, what has always turned me off about her, apart from how limited she is at acting, is, you see, I can't, a posh white English woman will never be heroic. I'm not going to keep it a stack. I'm just going to be real. Look, this channel is about me being real. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I will never be inspired by a white, posh English woman. That's never going to happen. So you now saying that a white English woman is your hero, is somebody to inspire us and somebody to sort of uplift us, is insane. That's flipping insane. You can't put a white English woman in the same sentence as like a white lower class guy or a white blue collar guy or something. Because when you look at what Mark Hamill was, just the vibe that Mark Hamill gave off was, this is a blue collar guy. This is just a guy that you can sort of connect with. He's a white man and everything, but there was just a realness about him. Flipping Indiana Jones, realness about him. One of my favorite heroes of all time, flipping Martin McFly. That was a guy that, yeah, I can connect with that guy. So, and even when you just see how she approaches the role and everything, you're like, you see, this is what I've always said. If I'm casting, I will never cast an English actor as a hero. English actors, by and large, make the best actors in the world. They just are. I mean, that's just how it is. English actors are just the best actors. So in a film, I will always have English actors. Always. Because for me, I always say, if I made a film, I'll always have a role for like a Gary Oldman, always. So English actors make great villains. They make great particular characters to move the plot forward and so forth. So they're very good of painting the world. But as far as a hero, I can never cast an English actor as a hero because they just don't give the heroic vibe. Especially if it's a posh English actor. especially if this English actor is posh on an upper class, they can never be heroic. You can never have a heroic upper class English actor. It just doesn't work. Now, if you want to get like a guy like a Ray Winston or something, a bit cockney, a bit street, that could work because that's now something a bit different. So I just think that, the issue I've always had with Ray and everything is the connection that Ray has to Daisy Ridley. Because really, at the end of the day, Daisy Ridley isn't a character actor. She's not playing a character. That is pretty much Daisy Ridley. That's how she talks and so forth. So I'm watching a white, posh, privileged English actress. So once you have that, you're like, how am I, as a Nigerian, supposed to be inspired by that? I just can't speak. We have as a Nigerian, I am light years away from a white, posh English woman. Light years away. For me, I'm like a white, blue-collar guy. Okay, we know different races and so forth, but there's still a connection. I still feel there is still a connection I have with Martin McFly, despite us being of different races. I still feel there's a connection that I have with like a Luke Skywalker, even if we're different races. I feel there's still a connection I can have with a flipping Neo, even if we're of different races. There is no connection with Sarah Connor. Even if I'm a man and a woman, I can still feel a connection to Sarah Connor based on her struggle, her diligence, and just how laser focused she is on what she needs to do as a mother. I can still somewhat connect with that. I can connect with a Ripley based on chip on my shoulder. Nobody really believes in me. I sort of stand out because I'm the only woman on board, and just how I'm able to achieve things based on my limited skill set and ability. You can connect with that. So with Ray, you're showing somebody who is omnipotent, has no weaknesses, needs no help, cannot be beaten, can't be bested, is English, is posh, is privileged. Where is the connection? How are we as regular guys supposed to connect with a white, posh, English lady playing Ray who cannot be bested, who has no weaknesses and is a flipping god? How? And if we cannot connect with your hero, it doesn't work. That's what this was. You can have the best directing, the best plots, the best twist, the best special effects. If your hero, your protagonist doesn't work, the whole thing fails. Oh gosh, I've forgotten what it is. Eric Stoltz. Look up the name Eric Stoltz. Eric Stoltz. Stolz. He was the original actor that was supposed to play Martin McFly in Back to the Future. Really good actor, quality actor. He was in Pulp Fiction. Really, really good actor. But Robert Zemeckis, he looked at the dailies and was like, this doesn't work. Eric, you're a great actor. If my hero doesn't work, this film doesn't work. And the hero has to work because this film is about the hero. So he replaced him. Massive decision, he replaced him. And he was, of course, brought in your dude, Michael J. Fox. The rest is history, and Michael J. Fox created, for me, arguably one of the greatest heroes of all time. One of the greatest protagonists of all time is Martin McFly. Iconic hero. So that's just the importance of casting for the hero. So I just think that, I don't know what you guys think about this, is that, for Daisy, bro, just simply doesn't work. Simply just doesn't work. Sorry. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like the vid. Stay tuned for more vids. Peace out.